Excuse? And don't tell me to shut up. I think it's pretty damn natural for me to be freaking out when you're late.
Well, there's no reason for you to freak out. My coupon for a free venti white mocha cappuccino expired today, and I wanted to use it.
Ooh, coffee over work. It's nice to see you have your priorities straight.
Are we really going to fight over coffee? I'm sorry I'm late. I didn't think it would be a big deal. Okay? Okay. This conversation's over.
Carrie sure knows how to get revenge on her lover, doesn't she? Speaking of cheating lovers, if you got a tale of an unfaithful lover to share with us, the ninth caller gets tickets to the Carrie Underwood concert this weekend at Madison Square Garden.
Not that there's anything harm in cheating once in a while. We all make mistakes. We're human.
I think Carrie Underwood would disagree with you, dear, and I'm certain you wouldn't have any experience in extramarital affairs, would you?
Of course not, honey.
Wonderful. Now let's take it back a few decades for my all-time favorite Bob Dylan hit, Highlands.
Highlands? Really? I thought we were about music from the 90s and more, not this old.
Well, I like Bob Dylan. Get over it. Besides, you showed up late to work, so I get to pick the songs today.
You're really going to hold on to this? Seriously, what are you, a 13-year-old girl?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you were perfect.
That's rich.
I save the best compliments for you, dear. So, ready to get books lately?
Shut up.
Why?
I said shut up.
Well, okay then. And that was Highlands by Bob Dylan. Remember, we're accepting calls from those who have been scorned by a cheating lover.
And those who found true love in their cheating experiences.
Aha! Caller number 1. Do you have a story you'd like to share with us about your experiences with cheating?
Yes, John, and I can just say, you and Jenny are my favorite couple in media. You guys are just such an inspiration for all marriages around.
Well, thank you, sweetheart. What's your name?
Stacy.
And where are you calling from, Stacy?
Right now, I'm stuck behind that accident on I-95.
Oh, that'll get you every time. Do you have a story for us?
Yes, a few months ago, my husband took an extended business trip to Europe, and he found some bimbo named Linda. Apparently, she was perfect because as soon as she came home, she had already found a divorce lawyer.
Oh, that's rough.
Now, Stacy, tell me, and I don't mean to pry into the situation, but was your husband a lot happier with Linda than he was with you?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, then wouldn't that make you happy too, to see your husband so excited?
No, not if he was with another woman.
Personally, Stacy, I think you need to move on. Just get on with your life, girl. Don't let your connections to a man bring you down. Men get you nowhere in life. Trust me.
Now, wait a minute.
Thanks for calling, Stacy. Have a good day. We'll take more callers after Knocks You Down by Carrie Hilson. Just for you, Stacy.
This ain't supposed to happen to me.
Keep rocking and keep knocking. Whether you Louis Vuitton up or Reebokin, you see the hate that they serving on a platter. So what we gon' have, dessert or
I cannot believe you.
What?
Why would you tell a caller something like that?
I was trying to help her move on in her life. I mean, how pathetic do you have to be to get hung up over something like cheating?
Just because you have the emotional range of a teaspoon and can't really comprehend how others feel doesn't give you the authority to tell people how to move on after something so emotionally disturbing has happened in their life.
Whatever. I think I know more about relationships than you do.
You're delusional.
At least I'm not afraid of showing affection.
What are you getting at?
Oh, I think you know very well what I'm getting at. Remember the reception?
Stop. Stop it. You swore you'd never talk about that again.
I think I have a right to talk about it. We're married, for goodness
Just
sake.
because we're married doesn't mean you automatically have the right to talk about any damn thing
I
you
think
want.
I have the right when it involves me and how I feel. You always seem to forget how I feel. That there's two people in this relationship.
Oh, I'm well aware that there are numerous people in this relationship. Don't think I don't know the real reason why you're
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Now you're jumping to conclusions? You have no idea what you're getting yourself into.
Just shut up, Jenny, for once,
I'll
please.
shut up whenever I want to shut
Seriously,
up.
shut up. We're on in 7
This
seconds.
is my marriage, my job. If I want to talk about it, I will.
No, guys, you've been on for about a minute and a half now.
Oh, and welcome back, listeners. What you just heard is an intense dramatization of a failing marriage. Every line of that was fabricated to demonstrate the effects of cheating on your spouse.
Not that there's anything entirely wrong about.
Now let's take some more callers. Caller number 6, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. That was some hardcore drama you and Jenny just had going
Oh,
on.
well, I guess you could say we're pretty decent actors.
Not the inspiration was hard to come by. And what's your name, sweetie?
Leonard.
So, Leonard, have you ever had to deal with an unfaithful lover?
Well, I haven't had to deal with an unfaithful lover, but I myself have been unfaithful in a relationship.
Really? How so?
About 4 months ago, my girlfriend and I were invited to a party, but my girlfriend picked up an extra shift at work, so I decided to go alone, with no harmful intentions. And that is the worst decision I've ever made in my life. I met up with an ex of mine at the party, and, well, I think you know what happens after that.
Ouch, Leonard. And how did your girlfriend feel about this?
She probably wasn't too upset, was she? She sounds like she's a pretty level head.
Jenny, why don't you let Leonard answer, sweetheart?
She dumped me, and now I'm living by myself in a crappy flat with only one cat to love me.
And thank you so much, Leonard. It's been a pleasure.
And now I think it's time for some Canadian punk rock. Here's Avril Lavigne with What the Hell.
You say that I'm messing with your head. Yeah. Oh,
Stop being so rude to these callers. Seriously, we have an image to promote, and today you're acting like you don't even care about us. More importantly, our careers.
Excuse me? I'm the one that cares about our careers. Why do you think the show's been on for so long?
Jenny,
Me.
you
All
need
me.
Jenny, you need to come down from that cloud you're on. You are not Oprah. This is not jabbing with Jenny, it's jabbing with the Johnsons. The sooner you realize that, the sooner we'll be able to boost our careers.
FYI, I don't need you to boost my career. I can do that by myself.
You're being ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm the ridiculous one. You got me.
We're on in 10 seconds.
Hello again, listeners. Can you just feel the emotion pouring out of Avril's soul? All she wants is to be independent, to be free from the constricting powers of a man.
Perhaps her man was actually decent to her, you know, concerned of her whereabouts, wanting to stay together, hopeful for their careers in the music industry.
I don't think so. From what Avril's described, her man was an idiot, as are most men.
As are most men? I'm glad you think that way, dear. You know, sometimes you really know how to push my limits. But I still love you dearly, don't I, honey?
Of course you do.
And now let's take one last caller this morning. Caller number 9, you're our lucky winner. You now have 2 tickets to the Carrie Underwood concert. What's your name, ma'am?
Maureen.
And oh, sorry, that's your name.
And how are you doing today, Maureen?
Oh, I'm splendid, Jenny Mae Johnson. I'm a huge fan of yours.
Thank you, Maureen. It's loyal fans like you that really help boost my own career.
So did you have a story to share with us, or are we just going to inflate my dear wife's head even more than it's already been inflated?
I have a wonderful story that I can share with you. Well, it's not wonderful for me, but for the topic. It's truly wonderful.
Wonderful, then.
You see, back when I was a young woman, I won't tell you how long ago that was, I wanted nothing more than to pursue a career as a newscaster. My husband, Jeremy, was incredibly unsupportive of me. He liked to tell me that I should keep my job as a secretary. It wasn't worth the risk. This coming from the man who was afraid to kiss me. Can you believe that? Afraid to kiss me. Ha! So I found a new man, divorced Jeremy, and I've been happy ever since.
No kidding. That seems to be a common phobia among men. And what a remarkable story, Maureen. You have such great courage.
Oh, well, thank you, Jenny Mae Johnson.
And you don't feel bad about leaving Jeremy, who obviously loved you, behind in the dust of your affair?
Nope.
Good for you, sweetie. And thank you for calling in. Ta-ta now, dear.
What a load of crap.
What a fantastic example of the benefits of cheating. You see, it's not all bad. Now here's Eminem and Rihanna with Love the Way You Lie.
just gonna stand there and watch me burn. That's alright.
You see, if you don't man up and kiss me once in a while, that's gonna happen to you, buddy.
Jenny, you know it terrifies me. There is such thing as an Eskimo kiss, but you refuse to accept it as a practical way to express love.
You know what, John? Bite me. Oh, wait. I forgot. You're afraid of kissing, so why would you want your mouth anywhere near mine?
Oh my gosh! Seriously, Jenny, don't pretend like you're innocent. You and I both know very well where you've been sleeping at these past few weeks and who you've been sleeping with. I tried to ignore it. Believe me, I did. I thought we could just move on and get past this, but you evil witch! You can't even accept me for who I am and what I'm afraid of. I tried to make it work, but I knew how badly you wanted to move on in this career. I did it for you. It's always been for you. You think I enjoy sitting here, listening to you swoon over the benefits of leaving your spouse? You think I enjoy knowing where you're going, what you're doing, and who you're doing? Let me tell you, I hate it. But no, you don't care about me. You only think about yourself. It's
You're
only you in
such
this
a
relationship.
bastard!
I'm not finished, so sit down and shut up. I'm tired of this crap you're pulling. I was getting coffee. Please, at least show me some respect when I don't feel like a complete idiot. Jenny, I'm done. I'm done with this, done with us, the show, everything. And it's your fault. I hope your new boyfriend can support your career because I obviously had nothing to do with it.
Oh, I've been done, sweetheart.
Well, good. Finally, we agree on something.
Leave then!
Don't worry, I was about to walk out anyways. Wouldn't be the first time one of us has done that.
Oh, that's rich. You know what? Take a stupid copy of Catcher. It matches your stupid haircut. Oh. Well, listeners, you're listening to Jabbing with Jenny. I'm Jennifer May Gully, coming from to you live with Upper East Side. It's currently 35 degrees Fahrenheit, and the sun is starting to shine.